What's up, guys? Tyler Wolcott, professional angler here. I'm fishing the Harris chain this week for a BFL, and I want to take a minute and go over my Blazer Boat 650 Pro Tour for you guys and show you everything that's on this boat, all the cool things I love about it. We'll start at the trailer here. The trailer is the most important part on a boat, I feel like. We travel so far to these tournaments, you don't want any kind of delays or any kind of pit stops that you don't want to have to make, and this trailer right here is one bad dude. The whole entire trailer has a rhino liner type coating on it. So none of the trailer will rust on you, especially when you go up north and you got a lot of those roads with salt and stuff on them. You don't want to have any of your trailers or anything. The Blazer trailers that they use are an awesome built trailer. Working our way to the dash portion of the boat, I went with two Lowrance HCS Live 12 units up here. I always have loved my Lowrance units, whether it be waypoint management or 2D or side scan sonar. Everything that they do is just awesome and super easy to use. So I went with Lowrance all the way around. We'll talk about the bow in a minute, but these are some awesome units and I love them so far. I got them sitting on a BoatLogix dual console mount. These mounts are freaking strong. As you can see, I'm pushing pretty dang hard, and that mount will not move whether in rough water or anything like that. Their units are always going to be safe, and that mount is pretty dang strong. Up here at the bow of the boat, where we spend most of our time when we're out here on the water, I have two Lowrance HCS Live 12s again. I'll be running one with like my 2D, my mapping, and then I'll also be running one of them with a new active target by Lowrance this year, which will be awesome. I've seen a lot of, I don't have it yet, but I've seen a lot of videos, and that thing is going to compete with the best live sonars out there, and I'm excited to get that on the front of my boat. I have these two Lowrance 12 sitting on a BoatLogix dual deck mount. This is also one of the freaking strongest mounts. You can see I'm moving the whole boat with that thing, and the units aren't moving at all. Talk about the trolling motor real quick. I went with the Lowrance Ghost trolling motor this year, and I'm super pumped. And I've used this thing, I don't know, I've probably been on the water about 10 times with this boat, and this trolling motor is so stinking quiet. I don't know how many fish I passed up before with other trolling motors because they're just so loud, but this trolling motor right here is quiet, it's smooth, it's pretty much effortless to turn and use. And this thing is just super sweet. If you guys are interested in a new trolling motor for the bow of your boat, or just getting a new boat in general, I would definitely recommend checking out these Lowrance Ghost trolling motors, because so far this thing is bad to the bone. Going back here to the back of the boat, one of the most important parts on this whole entire thing, I went with a Mercury Pro XS 4-stroke again this year. These motors have been awesome to me. Super reliable, super fast, super fuel efficient. When you want to get up and go, this thing will get you there. One tool I will always have on every single one of my boats is a power pole. Whether that be two of them or one of them, these things are awesome. Whether you're in Florida, pretty much anywhere in the country, if I want to sit down, take my time, pick apart an area, I'm going to be hitting the buttons on this boat to put these power poles down and put more fish in the boat. I got a Bob's Machine 10-inch jack plate on the back of this thing. These jack plates are awesome, super reliable, fast, efficient. Talking about the inside of the boat itself, as you can see, I'm standing up here, there's so much space on the bow of this 650 Pro Tour. They made it, it's a little bit bigger than the 625, and a lot of that space is incorporated up here on the bow. They made this boat a little bit wider, a little bit longer, and there's a lot more storage, which we'll get to in a minute. But as you can see, I'm standing up here, and two people can fish side by side effortlessly, and it's a pretty cool deal. This 650 is an awesome boat. So talking about the storage in this boat, the 625 that I previously had two storage compartments right here in the middle. And what they did in this 650, since there's more space up here, this compartment was actually half of this. So they gave you a lot more space in this boat. This compartment right here, as you can see, is filled up with plastics and things like that. As much space as you could possibly need. This back compartment right here, like I said, this on the 625 is split, so you only have half as much room, but you got a divider in this one. You can put boxes, you can put, as you can see, I have a bunch of bags of plastics and things like that, but just a ton of space in this one, super deep. Going over here to the side compartment. I use this one just for random things. I got life jackets in here. I'll probably store line and things like that. I think it's probably even deep enough where you could put some rods if you really wanted to. One of my favorite compartments on the whole boat is this one right here. This is the day box. It's got a bunch of spots to slip in, like your 5200 size Plano boxes or just your normal size boxes. There's 4 slots for a normal box this size, and there's one slot for like a big deep box like this one right here that I have all my hooks in. So basically I have all my things that I know I'm going to use throughout the day. I know if I want to sit down and rig something up, it's going to be in this box right here. Going over here to the rod storage, look how much storage in here. I mean, I don't have a lot of my rods in here right now, but as you can see, this thing is super deep. There's like, you could probably fit like 75 rods in there if you really wanted to. But just so much storage. Everything stays dry in this boat. There's no moisture or anything that collects. It's a super cool deal. Going back here to the middle section of the boat, you got one big cooler compartment right here in the middle in the step up area. Got a bunch of drinks and stuff in there right now. Down here in the floor, you got a little drawer. I put all like I put my scale and maybe some random things, cords, chargers. I put my keys and things like that in it. This boat has 2 USB plugins around the boat. This one right here has 2. So you could run like a GoPro or charge your phone or anything like that. And that's right in front of the passenger seat, so that's pretty handy to have. Talk about these seats in this 650 Pro Tour real quick. These seats are pretty cool looking. They actually designed these seats off of the 2020 Corvette, so these seats are pretty dang cool. This middle compartment real quick between the 2 seats. It's actually like a cooler, but I put like trash and maybe some food and things like that from throughout the day. So you got 2 coolers in this boat. Going over here to the driver's side, there's a huge day box right here next to your seat. And this is another one of those places that has the 2 USB plugins. I have a cord right here. I can plug a bunch of my stuff in. It keeps everything dry in there. And there's plenty of space for your phone, your wallet, even like some bags of worms and things like that. Blazer bass boats have an awesome Livewell system. And they actually come standard with a bubbler aerator system in them. And those aerator plugs are right here, and you just twist them to have more bubbles or twist them the other way to have less bubbles. And that's pretty cool because I do a lot of guide trips and things like that. So I can actually put live bait in these Livewells when I leave my house, and I'll drive an hour and a half and get to the boat ramp, and the bait in the Livewells will stay perfectly alive. And it's awesome for like summertime tournaments when the water's really hot. It adds a lot of aeration to them Livewells, and I don't have any fish ever die in these Livewells. I'll just show them to you real quick. So much space in there. You can put 2 50-pound bags if you want to, and they'll be perfectly fine. Pretty cool Livewell system by Blazer. Side compartments back here behind the 2 seats. You got one big one right here. I have my rain gear in here right now. I keep life jackets and things like that. You got another one, same size on the other side. I'll keep like tools and things in there. Going back here to the back hatch where all my batteries and electronics and things like that are located. As you can see, I'm running 4 ionic lithium batteries again this year. These batteries are so freaking strong. I've had so many battery troubles with lead core batteries in the past, and I stepped it up and put these ionics in my boat last year with no affiliation. I paid full money out of my own pocket to put these batteries in there, and they were awesome. So I went with these batteries again this year. I'm running 3 50 amp hour trolling motor batteries. And I'm running 1 125 amp hour for all my electronics are ran off that big 125 amp hour battery. Cool thing with these ionic batteries is there's an app that shows you exactly what % your batteries are on. And as you can see right here, I've been fishing for 3 days straight and have not plugged my boat in one time, and I have 99%. Now this has a lot to do with another thing I have in this boat. I have the power pole charge in this boat. And what that does is when you're running around from spot to spot, the power pole charge sends power from your big motor to the other batteries that need to charge. And it's pretty cool because like I said, I've literally not plugged my boat in for 3 days. I've been fishing really, really hard, trolling motor on 10 going through grass, and I still have 99% in all of my trolling motor batteries. Definitely want to touch on the space that is back here in these Blazer boat compartments. It has a lot to do with these smaller lithium batteries, but it also has to do with the layout and how big of a storage lid there is up back here. Blazer added to this 650 Pro Tour this year is this new dash panel with all your switches on it. Super reliable switches. They're all hardwired in to where there's never going to be any issues. Super simple. You flick it up, there's a red light that comes on, so you know when every switch is turned on and turned off. There's a switch right here for courtesy lights. You flick this thing on. I don't know how hard it's going to be to see right now, but we'll show you in a little bit. But there's courtesy lights around the whole entire ring of the boat. You got some down here in the decking, and you also got a bunch of lights around the whole bow of the boat. So if you're rigging at night, things like that, the whole boat's lit up, super cool. And there's also lights in every single storage compartment, so you can see what you're grabbing, see what you need to work on. Blazer added to every single 650 Pro Tour that they make is these cat eye bow lights. Every boat I've owned, I had to put, a pole light right here. The trolling motor catches on it. It's a pain in the butt to grab out of your compartments and find every time you need to use it. Now, all you got to do is hit a switch over there on that panel I talked about, and these lights will turn on in the mornings or in the nights for you guys. Super easy add-on. Thanks for checking out this walk around of the Blazer Boat 650 Pro Tour. If you guys are interested in taking a ride for one of these boats, hit me up. I'll be glad to give you a demo ride. Check out Blazer Boat's website. And if you're in the market for one of these boats, check them out, please, because these things are awesome. I ran the 625 Elite last year, and this is a 650 Pro Tour, and these boats are the deal. If you guys like fish catches, tournament recaps, anything like that, boat walk-arounds, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one.